What's your overall reaction to the whole thing?
I loved it. I mean, I loved it. I love the storyline. I mean, I love where the character. I love where my character went. I love where Walton's character went, and where Michael's went. Look, I feel like it was a pleasure, more of a compliment that that Sean thought that I would be the guy that would affect the show the most, is by killing off the conscience that really was only wanted it to be right for everybody and wanted his family to be together. And Walton was protecting himself and his family and justifying his thing, and Michael had his thing, and I just wanted us to be together and to be okay again. You know, like the strike team was my family as the character of Lemn. So I thought it was really great. I mean, I think Sean made a great choice, and I feel privileged that I got to be the guy that he used for that. I mean, his writing was really wonderful.
I mean, you've talked about how you found it initially difficult to watch the later seasons. Have you actually watched season 6 and season 7?
Yeah.
What were your thoughts?
I loved when when Vic and Shane just sort of found out, when Vic found out, when Shane copped to what he did, what happened. I mean, all that stuff was great. I mean, obviously the show had to do a bunch of other episodes, so, for a while in some of the episodes it wouldn't really be acknowledged again, and then it would go back to it. So, but I really don't know. I liked 6. I liked 7. I mean, I loved 7. I loved where Shane's character went, and I loved where Michael's character went, and I loved, everybody, where Cece's went. I loved what happened. Selfishly, I wish, and this is probably very selfish, I wish I could have seen the suicide.
It's one of the best scenes I think they've done, but it was dealing with some very dark stuff there, especially Walton being a method actor. I mean, he just nailed it.
Yeah, no, he was wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Again, visually, I just wish I would have actually seen the act. For me, that would have been that much more disturbing. I mean, it was very, 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 very disturbing as it was, but I don't know, for some reason. I mean, it's just me. I thought it was great. I mean, I thought the end of season 7 was like the best work, for everybody. It just took it to a level that was just unparalleled to anything. I thought everybody, I mean, even David Reese Snell, like his character just went so far, but Walton especially. I mean, Walton was brilliant. He was great. CCH was great. Michael was great. I can't even say enough. I mean, those guys just blew it out of the water.
How did you think the Shield was going to end? Did you think it would end like that?
I just had, no, I didn't know, but I loved it. No, I had no idea. I just thought, okay, eventually Shane's got to get something. I knew something had to happen, but I didn't want somebody else to get Shane, because then I thought that would have been sort of like, oh, yeah, Shane got it. But what he did, I think, was just genius. I mean, it was as disturbing as can be and dark as can be, but it was great. I mean, I loved the way they ended it.
I guess let's talk about the Shield. Had a lot of humorous moments. Is there a favorite scene or a favorite moment of the Shield in terms of the humor of it that you really enjoy?
I mean, Cletus Van Cleef or whatever, man, when Shane was playing that character, when the Armenian mob, like pulled us over and we got in the accident or whatever his name was. I mean, there's stuff like that is so...
Cletus Van Damme.
Yeah, Van Damme, that's it. I mean, things like that, or the cockfighting and the arguing about that, and I mean, there's so many disturbingly stupid things, There was just so many. There were so many, and of course, like we were like busting on each other the whole time, anyways. But yeah, oh man, yeah. Shane's character, or playing, when he was the male prostitute, which I think he loved to play, I think he'd love that, He's always showing his, like, ripped stomach up and tight jeans, and so when he pulled that, Walt's so funny, man. He's very funny.
Hey, talking about that, I mean, he was in absolutely terrific shape. Is it easy to keep in shape for you?
No, dude. I mean, I don't know. No, because I like to eat. Like, I just got back from having steak and pizza and calamari, which is not, you know what I mean? Now I have to go and yeah, no. Yeah. I mean, I box like 3-4 times a week, which I always see. Yeah, which is great. And then I play basketball like a few times a week, and then I got my dogs and my baby, so I'm trying to find time to run in between and then do my sit-ups and do some weights. And, I'm constantly working at it. But, if you eat right, it's a lot easier. And if you eat like lazy, whatever you feel like eating, then it's not easy to keep in shape. And Walt's got one of those bodies that, he's genetically lucky because he doesn't eat like the perfect food, but he looks amazing all the time. So, and then me and Michael, we we struggle a little bit more, but it's all good, man.
Let's talk about Michael Chiklis. He actually went on to direct some episodes throughout the series. Are there any major differences being directed by Michael compared to being directed by some of the season regulars? It was Michael, it was great. I mean, I think pretty much he trusted the actors, so he was great. I mean, for me, I was curious, like, okay, how's he going to be? What's he going to do? How's the shot going to be? Where's it going to live? Where's the life? Where's the camera set up or whatever? But, we had, Ron Schmidt DPing, and he was a genius DP. And then we had Billy Gearhart and Richie Cantu were the camera operators, and they understood the philosophy of the camera work on the show. And it made it so much easier for actors to exist in the scenes and then the essence of the scene being captured by the camera, the camera work, because it was never really just on one person. It would go from halfway through a sentence to one guy to another guy to another guy. So I think Michael's thing was, it had to be hard because he's directing and he's in the scenes, but he had a cool vision. He had a good vision, and every once in a while he never gave me any notes, but I'm sure he did to some people, Yeah, no, he was a really good director. I mean, and his episodes came out really good. So I was all into, new people having chances, and Sean gave many people first-time directing chances on that show. And so many people nailed it, just did a wonderful job. I guess let's talk about the show that you went on to do, which was, I believe it's Saving Grace, right?
Yes, that is the show. I just finished last night. I wrapped.
Well, like, completely, because I heard they dropped it.
They can't. Yeah, they had canceled the pickup after 3 seasons, but we had almost completed enough for a 4th season, so TNT put up the money to complete it. So we went back and shot 3 more episodes.
I've not really watched it, to be honest, but fans listening to this, what can we expect from Saving Grace?
In the last 9 episodes?
Yeah.
Oh, man, just a lot to do with Grace, Holly Hunter's characters, full circle as, Grace Anadarko, and, there's a lot to do with dark and lightness, good and evil, and that really comes into play. I mean, she falls off a 15-story building, lives, people realize she has an angel, and this comes out publicly. So then, that it just really explores that. So there's a lot of crazy stuff that happens, and of course, my character and her character have been partners and loved each other throughout these years. And Ham always wanted to marry her, and my character's Ham, which is a really stupid name, but anyways, wanted to ultimately be with a woman that she cannot be with anybody because of just who she is, and it just comes full circle into this really crazy ending. It's one of the most bizarre, out there endings that I've ever done. So you have to have a very open mind to accept it, because we had to wrap it in 3 shows, and for 3 shows to kind of come full circle and give all the answers to the questions of, God, angels, redemption, everything all comes into this one, little clump of shows, and it's really good. It's really heartbreaking. It's really dark. It's good. I know you haven't seen the show, but it's a kind of very, very specific, different kind of show that people, that love it. So it's kind of a cool thing.
Hey, I was really surprised to see you turn up on Sons of Anarchy. How did that all come about? when they announced the cancellation of this show, Saving Grace,